Story time, it's my favorite time, spending time reading with you. Welcome to another story time with Gam Gam. Let's see what we have for today. Welcome back to Story Time with Gam Gam. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have another little spot story, and this is a little spot of anxiety. It's a story about calming your worries, and the story was written by Diane Alber. She has quite a collection of stories about with the spots to help us work on our feelings. A little spot of anxiety, a story about calming your worries. Always remember that you have the power to calm your anxiety spot down to a peaceful spot. And this story is great for children, for teenagers, for adults, as we learn how to deal with our emotions, because it's not easy for everybody. Hi, I'm a peaceful spot, and this gray spot is an anxiety spot. He's shaking just a little bit. What is an anxiety spot? Oh, he looks worried. Your anxiety spot can show up when you're feeling worried, nervous, anxious, or scared. Anxiety is one of the many emotions we can experience every day. Other emotions are sadness and anger too. We all have these emotions inside of us, but we feel the best when we are in our peaceful spot. Sadness, anger, anxiety. Your anxiety spot makes you worry a lot, especially when you try new things. Remember when you first tried to play soccer? What if I'm bad at this? Or when you had to take a test, what if I fail? Every time your anxiety spot asks you, what if, remember, you can always answer with, I can do this. That will help you change your anxiety spot to a peaceful spot like me. It's okay to have small anxiety spots because sometimes worrying protects you. But when your worries become too big or too many, it doesn't feel very good. And that can make you miss out on things that are fun and good for you. Sometimes when your anxiety begins to grow, it can cause a tummy ache or it can make you start to sweat. This is your body telling that you need to manage your anxiety spot quickly. Sometimes it can even give you a headache, or it can bring out one of your other feelings, maybe anger or sadness. Did you know that there are things that you can do to keep your anxiety spot from getting too big? Like making sure you eat healthy and making sure you get plenty of rest. This will give your body enough energy to help prevent your anxiety spot from showing up. Music, drawing, and writing can help you express your worries through art instead of letting your anxiety spot grow. Sometimes you end up in a situation where your anxiety spot surprises you. Yikes. And it can start growing really fast. But before you panic, I want to show you how to quickly shrink your anxiety spot. This should be good. So look at your hand. Now imagine 5 gray spots on your fingers. See, 5 gray spots on each one of your fingers and a green spot in your palm, just like this picture. That's very well illustrated. Now with your pointer finger on your other hand, I want you to draw an imaginary line from one of the gray spots to the green spot in your palm. And repeat after me. From the tip of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. Imagine the worry in your gray spots, those anxiety spots on your fingers. They're traveling down to the green spot, the peaceful spot, and becoming calm. Now for the second part, this worry grew too big and cannot stay. Take a deep breath and blow it away. So instead of just breathing out, do this with me. Imagine yourself blowing the worry off of the gray spots. Take slow, deep breaths is a great way to calm your anxiety spot. Now that it's not near you anymore, it can't make you worry. So take a look at this picture. Look now that you have learned a way to calm your anxiety spot down. Now, let's try a situation where your anxiety spot surprises you. So you see how all the anxiety spots went from the finger down on top of the green spot. And then you blew on that spot and blew it away. You can practice this anytime. Like your first day at school, being away from your parents or guardian can make you scared and anxious. Or meeting new people can make you worried that you won't fit in. This is a perfect time to practice our little trick. What if I don't fit in? What if they don't come back? These are all very overwhelming thoughts. From the tip of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. This worry grew too big and it cannot stay. Take a deep breath and blow it away. And see how that's helping him? I can do this. And he says it out loud. I will see you later. And that shows that calmness has come back. Or when you showed up to a party and your anxiety spot came with you. Uh-oh, an extra guest. What if they don't like me? Sometimes it's hard to be around new people, but worrying only makes your anxiety spot grow. Instead, practice our little trick. From the tip of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. This worry grew too big and cannot stay. Take a deep breath and blow it away. See how big it is, getting smaller, and then blow away. And there's calm underneath the anxiety. I can do this. This party is fun. The more times that you can shrink your anxiety spot down, the stronger your peaceful spot becomes. And that's a great feeling. Celebrate when you are able to shrink down your anxiety spot. Use that confidence to help you in new situations where your anxiety spot shows up. If you need some help, just remember our little trick. From the tip of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. This worry grew too big and it cannot stay. Take a deep breath and blow it away. So these little tricks about worrying, not about worrying, but when you get worried, practicing the gray on your fingertips, those little anxiety spots, and then blowing them away. You can practice that anytime. You don't have to be anxious. Sometimes practicing our peaceful spot when we're not anxious or worried or angry or sad, it can help us to grow that peaceful spot so that it's easier to pull that peaceful spot back in when we really need it. I hope that you are having a great day, and I hope that you take some time to check out some of these spot books. I think you'll find that they are a great encouragement. You have a great day. I love you.